Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Pradalama here, and today we are discussing Resident Evil 1 Remake. Well, specifically we're going to discuss installing the randomizer. Because one thing that really sets Resident Evil apart from the randomizer, is its replayability factor. I strongly urge any of you guys who are out there and you've on your first playthrough, or you've done your first playthrough, or you've played it through with Chris and Jill, and you think, oh, that's good, I've done that, I'm going to move on to Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 2 Remake maybe. I strongly suggest that you try and unlock all the different modes that you can in the game. There's quite a few different modes to unlock. There's a lot of unlockable stuff in this game, including infinite rocket launcher, to name one thing. So there's a lot to do in this game. Now, Resident Evil is not a long game. Once you know what you're doing, you can finish it in under 3 hours. So it lends itself really well to multiple playthroughs. But one thing that makes I have personally, I've 100% of the game, but I still love it. And one thing that makes it even more playable for me is the randomizer. Now, what the randomizer does is you can randomize the doors so that they have different locks. You can randomize the items and where all the items are. You can randomize which locks unlock different doors. You can randomize the rooms if you wish, so that one room leading to another is completely different from the vanilla game. And you can even randomize the enemies to have any enemy wherever you want in the game. Now, there are caveats to that. I think if you randomize too much, it kind of spoils it, and there's a premium way to play for me, and I'll show you that once we've gone ahead and got the randomizer downloaded. But so I know what you're saying, so right, okay, we'll get on with it. Show us how to download the randomizer. So we'll go and download it just now. So I'll come out of this game. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, I'll post links in the description to these downloads. But basically, the first link for the actual download itself will take you here to this Wayback Machine. Now, when you download this, if I refresh it, okay, so there it is, downloaded it. Okay, and you'll see when I download it, Windows doesn't like it. Windows gives it a red cross. Okay, the antivirus picks it up, Windows Security picks it up and says it's a malicious file. The author is aware of that. If you look at his website, he tells you he's trying to get that sorted with Microsoft to it. Microsoft don't listen to anybody, basically. So the file is completely safe, I can assure you. And what you want to do is go on the when you download this, and it'll say, oh, zip was blocked, right? So go onto the 3 dots and go down to keep. And then it'll come up, oh, this app is unsafe. No, right? Microsoft Defender. Microsoft Defender, don't worry about that. Go down here, press keep anyway, and it will then download the file to your computer. As I said, completely safe. Okay, so you've downloaded the file, right? So here's one I downloaded earlier. What you want to do then is, now you do need something like 7-zip or a way to extract files like WinRAR or 7-zip or something. I have 7-zip, which in Windows 11 it comes up in here. If you don't have it, I prefer 7-zip. It's a free download. Just if you don't have a way to extract files, just go onto the website 7-zip and just download the files. Very easy and it's a handy little thing. So you extract that to RE Randomizer. Sorry, I'll just show you when you go back to 7-zip, it'll say extract to randomizer 1.25. So we've extracted it, right? So there we go. So then what you do is you go to your game file. Now, for the purposes of this, so you extract that, that'll be your randomizer that you just downloaded, that will be in the downloads folder. And there it is there. Open that up and it'll come like that again. Open that up as well and you'll be left with these 3 files. One of them is a README file. You don't really need it, but you can take it for reference if you wish. So you want to find your game file. If you downloaded it on Steam, if you downloaded it on GOG, it'll be in GOG. If you download it in Steam, it'll be in Steam. It's not on Game Pass. So, but if you go into your Steam, I've got it on Steam. So into your Steam library, Steam apps, common, and then find the game here. Resident Evil Biohazard HD Remaster, that is your game. And then what you'll see is you open that file and then it comes up with these files. So native PC, that is the next file in the file tree. So what you want to do is you'll see I've already done it, but just copy and paste these 3 files into your Resident Evil Biohazard HD Remaster folder. Okay? You copy those, put them in there. Now, if you wish, then that's you got the randomizer installed. You're seeing cheat sheets and that here on mine, but that's because I've already done the randomizer, so I have it there. That is from me working the randomizer previously. You won't see that. So now, if you wish to randomize the enemies, that requires a patch. And if you want the patch, if you go to the same website, benngaming.co.uk, and you'll see my name is Ben, I like to make video games, I have a cat. Okay, you go down, find the game, Resident Evil HD Remaster, click on it. And then it will come up. Now it says, if you read the text a little bit, it says, there is a patch you need to install in order to prevent crashes with the enemy randomizer. Download it here. So you go to there, download that, and place the contents of the native PC folder inside the native PC folder of your RE Remake installation. So, if we go back to downloads, I have downloaded it previously. Enemy swap patch, native PC. Right, and then you will see, if you go into that file, so enemy swap patch, so we'll go back, so we downloaded an enemy swap patch, open it up. You'll have to extract it to do this. I haven't extracted it, but you'll need to extract it the same as you did with the other one. Native PC, open that file, and then if you go back to the file on your game directory, Steam Apps Common Resident Evil, you'll see the native PC folder. Open that folder and copy and paste all of these into this folder. And then that will then put the patch in. So if you wish to randomize the enemies, that will allow you to do it. If you don't put that in and you try to randomize the enemies, as he said in his website, the game will crash. But you can put that into your game, and then if you don't wish to randomize the enemies, no problem. You just don't randomize the enemies. It doesn't make any difference to your game, no problem. So you just leave them there. Okay, so now I know what you're going to say next is, okay, I've done that. So the next thing you want to do is obviously run the randomizer to see how it works, correct? So if we go back to, oh, get rid of that. So now go back to your game file, and the ones that you just copied across, these three here, randomizer, seed generator, randomizer, trainer. The first thing you need to do is generate a seed for your random items or whatever it is you want. So you double click that and it will come up with this. Then you pick who you want to play as. So we'll go Chris normal. Randomize items, enemies, doors, locks. Okay. Now what I like to do is I don't randomize enemies because I don't really enjoy it. But you can randomize the doors, or you can randomize the, if you randomize the doors, that changes the room. So you could be in the main hall and then walk straight into a save room instead of the dining room, for example. So what I usually do, and the way I recommend to play this, my optimum way of playing this is definitely randomize the items and not the doors. Definitely randomize the items and definitely randomize the locks. If you wish to random the enemies, because you've installed the patch, you can do so. When you pick the enemies, then you can choose the enemies that you want to randomize. So it's very configurable. You can choose how many tyrants, and you can even choose the fast invincible tyrant or the slow tyrant. So there's a lot there that is very configurable. Also what you'll see is down here, fuel supply, capsule, blah blah blah. And also remove from pool. Now what I like to do is what I do and what I recommend you do, which is the most fun way to play it for me, is randomize the items, randomize the locks, randomize the healing items. Remove the healing items. This is what I do, and remove the ammo. Now, play it on normal, remove the healing items, and remove the ammo. When you pick up a gun, it will have ammo in it, but there's no ammo lying around. So it makes it a nice challenge, but you play it on an easier mode, it makes it. But of course you can do whatever you like, but me personally, I think that's the optimum way to play the game. Okay, and then you do that, generate seed, randomizing items, done after so many attempts, blah blah blah, applying modifiers, done. There you go. All done. Right, so now once you've done that, you can close the window. Now you've generated your seed, and you'll see the seed Chris normal. This is the one that I have just generated. Item list Chris normal, cheat sheet Chris normal. And so that is what we have just itemized. Now the cheat sheet is for if you get stuck, it will tell you what has been replaced in each room. Okay, so if you do get stuck, you can always look at that. One thing I will say, there are a few items like the slides and the x-rays that if you remove health and ammo, those things pop up instead of the health and ammo, so you end up finding a lot of them. Okay, so bear that in mind if you are playing with the randomizer and you see it. So we've created our item list, we've created our cheat sheet. Okay, so next thing is to play the game. Remember, I haven't randomized the enemies, but that does not stop you doing it. So we'll load up Resident Evil. Now the game has to be loaded in before this will work, right? So you load up Resident Evil. Oh, excuse me. What the hell? What? What's going on here? Back the game. Okay. Sorry about that. Don't know what happened there. Okay, so we've loaded up the game. perfect. Now, what you want to do is come back out of the game into your desktop. There we go. Go back out of the game into your desktop and then open up Randomizer Trainer. This, just say yes to that, and then it'll tell you. So you pick the one that you just did. So we did Chris Normal. We pick Chris Normal, and then the trainer will kick in. If it says hooked in, item list found, hooked in, item randomizer on, lock randomizer on, that is you're good to go. So you go back down, back to your game. Don't close that down or it'll stop your random. Okay. So we've hooked into the game now. So let's just play a new game. Evil. We'll start a new game. In fact, we won't start a new game, we'll just do a load game. But we'll start a new real server.
Resident Evil.
Whoa, Chris. Skip all this.
There are only 3 stars.
Yeah, we know.
Is everyone all right?
So,
Barry. Where's Barry?
move that cursor, that's annoying.
He's...
Right, so we skip the cutscene and that, obviously. Okay. So now, you will see on the table, there is an ink ribbon. But the ink ribbon isn't an ink ribbon. The ink ribbon is a key. So what key is it? It's a 001 or 003? Examine. So there you go, it's key 001. Now, let's just try something else. So that should be an ink ribbon, and that's what it does with every item. It randomizes items. So now you don't know where any of the items are.
That gun...
Ah, the gunfire, yeah. So just to show you what happens with the doors. Now the good thing about this is you can... These doors become viable once you've randomized the locks. What say this? Now this is normally, in the vanilla game, I think this is an armor. No, is it an armor key? It's locked. An emblem of a helmet. So now that means... So we need the helmet key to unlock that door. An old-fashioned lock, so we need an old key for that one. Normally that's an armor key. And then we try this one down here. It's locked. Sword. That's normal, that's a sword. Normally that's a sword. So as you can see, it randomizes the locks and it randomizes the items, which will make your gameplay, your playthrough, completely new. It just becomes a different game. You find yourself going different ways, find yourself down in the basement before you've even unlocked hardly any doors. You find totally new ways to get from A to B in the mansion. It's awesome. I highly recommend it. So that is how you download it, that is how you install it, and that is how you get it working in game. I hope you've got some useful information out of this video. Sorry, I know I ramble on a little bit, but hopefully that's been helpful to you. If you would like to see more content like this, please let me know. But enjoy Resident Evil 1, folks. Hopefully I've given it a new lease of life for you. It certainly worked for me. So that's it for this video. See you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye now.